Hello guys, hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Today is let me see, sorry, 14th of August 2024, and I'm revealing the relationship between African tradition and Israel, because Africa is from the tribe of Judah. So the reason why Africans have the same tradition with Israel, because Africa is Judah. So I'll read Leviticus chapter 16, the day of atonement. Right. The Lord spoke to Moses after the death of the two sons of Aaron who were killed when they offered unholy fire to the Lord. Because God killed two of Aaron's sons because they offered unholy fire to the Lord. Verse 2, he said, "Tell your brother Aaron that only at the proper time is he to go behind the curtain into the most holy place, because that is where I appear in a cloud above the lid on the covenant box. If he disobeys, he will be killed. He may enter the most holy place only after he has brought a young bull for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering." Chapter 4. Then the Lord gave the following instructions. Before Aaron goes into the most holy place, he must have a bath and put on the priestly garment. You see, in Africa traditional, they have priestly garment. You see, the chief priest is either they're wearing red or white or black. It's a priestly garment, because they have. If you see during the African tradition, you see the priest. A particular family is holding the priesthood. A particular family is holding a priesthood in the entire community. It's because they are from the Aaronite bloodline. Because only the Aaronites were made to be priests, the Levites. Understand? So before Aaron goes in, this is the Good News Bible, please. Good news for those who are reading. Before Aaron goes into the most holy place, he must have a bath and put on his priestly garments, the linen robe and shorts, the belts and the turban. The community of Israel shall give Aaron 2 male goats for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering. He shall offer a bull as a sacrifice to take away his own sins and those of his family. Look, today we have African tradition way of cleansing of the land, cleansing of families. You see, Africans they give animals to their priest, chief priest, and the chief priest kills this animal for cleansing. Most of the times they throw the blood at the four corners of the altar. Everything you see is in the Bible, is here. And God commanded our ancestors, this will be preached at all times. This will be done at all times. At all times until the world ends. That's why you see Africans, they hold strong to their tradition, because it was commanded at all times. Even the Jews, even the Jews. That's why they cannot adopt. They find it difficult to adopt the teachings of Christ, because Moses, it was commanded by God through Moses that it will be their tradition at all times. They will be priests. The Aaronite priests will be priests at all times. But during their work in the 40 days and the 40 years in the wilderness, a lot of things happened. A lot of people were rejected because they disobey God. Because there are many scriptures that said that God said, the people will no longer be my people if they do certain things. I'm sorry, I want to make this video as short as possible. Understand? So it made a lot of Israelites to be rejected by God, and then they were no longer part of Israel. So some of them were banished. And with the knowledge they had, they continue believing that God will forgive them. Some of them rebelled against God, especially the tribe of Judah, Africans. We are a rebellious people. We rebel against God, and we keep on rebelling against God. Let me continue. Verse 5. The community of Israel shall give Aaron two male goats for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering. Verse 6. He shall offer a bull as a sacrifice to take away his own sins and those of his family. Verse 7. Then he shall take 2 goats to the entrance of the tent of the Lord's presence. There he shall draw lots using 2 stones, one marked for the Lord and the other for Azazel. Aaron shall sacrifice the goat chosen by Lot for the Lord and offer it as a sin offering. The goat chosen for Azazel shall be presented alive to the Lord and set off into the desert of Azazel in order to take away the sins of the people. When Aaron sacrifices the bull as the sin offerings for himself and his family, he shall take a fire pan full of burning coals from the altars and 2 handfuls of fine incense and bring them into the most holy place. Okay? There in the Lord's presence he shall put the incense on the fire, and the smoke of the incense will hide the lid of the covenant box so that he will not see it and die. He shall take some of the bull blood and with his finger sprinkle it on the front of the lid, and then sprinkle some of it 7 times in front of the covenant box. You see the African tradition, when you watch these Nigerian movies, these African movies, you see they put the like palm frond in a bowl of blood, they sprinkle it. All these things came from the Bible. It came from the commands of the Lord. But now it has been perverted, and that's why I said we need to change correct tradition. Tradition is not bad, but they're now worshiping devils, not God. But these laws were given by God for all times to come. All times to come. Okay? I'll read verse 20, the scapegoat. When Aaron has finished performing the ritual to purify the most holy place, the rest of the tents of the Lord's presence, and the altar, he shall present to the Lord the live goat chosen for Azazel. He shall put both his hands on the goat's head. Put both his hands on the goat's head, right? And confess over it all the evil sins and rebellions of the people of Israel, and so transfer them to the goat head. So you see that even what they're doing in the occultic kingdom, they study it from the Bible. And just imagine they have removed a lot of things from the Bible. Imagine what has not been written in the Bible. Just imagine what has not been written in this Bible. Then the goat is to be driven off into the desert by a man appointed to do so, to do it. The goat will carry all the sins away with him into some uninhabited land. So these are the things that happens when a community has sinned or someone has defied the land. And the African tradition, they bring animals to the chief priests for a spiritual cleansing. That's why we have spiritual cleansing. It is not demonic. All these things are not demonic, but we must stop worshiping, seeking answers from the spirit of the dead, from the world of the dead. That is what is killing Africa. We seek powers from the world of the dead, and God despises that. So I'm on a journey to correct tradition, to correct the African tradition. I don't know how this will play out, but it's a long journey. Journey with me, and let's unveil our culture. Let's unveil our beginning. to know who really we are. I love you all.